Hey Brian and Rob, Cody here, or Bulbasaur, and I wanted to share with you some code that I've been working on for a project for about a year now. Lots and lots of time put into this thing. It is a fully automated chaotic card creator or a design system. You can select any of the card types from this drop down here. You'll notice the preview here gets generated in real time based on what you fill the form out with. So somebody could go in there and choose a tribe. Let's go with tribeless and punch in a name versus, winter warrior, whatever. And it fills it all out in real time, right? Alliance Unraveled, ultra rare, subtype. He's a furry winter guy, right? Brainwashed. It's gonna switch the template over to the brainwash template, and it'll actually change the form so you could do brainwash text like this. See, and adds the brainwash text, and then whenever you add extra stuff, it will change the way the text algorithm works, the text wrapping works. Here's the elements. You can select those, deselect those. Unique and legendary line. You have the artist line, which populates up there, and then you've got this down here with the copyright line. And then of course there's the flavor text. Sorry for the scribbly letters. Can't think of what to say. Past, adds past there. Right, you can change the tribe up. You can do mixed tribe, which is a fun feature I added. See, does this, which is kind of fun. You'll notice the Panivian and Umbrian and Frozen tribes. Those are just fan-made tribes that I thought were cool and fun to add. Just fun. Nothing. There's also this custom tribe selector. So the whole point of this is, for your design team to be able to make things quicker, easier, more effectively, and more consistently, right? So like this name is always going to be centered here. This, all of the assets are always going to be located where they're supposed to be, rather than with working with Photoshop. With each card, you're going to get inconsistencies, which have shown on the cards for sure. Anyways, so there's a database of all the existing creatures here. You can click on one and it'll populate the form automatically. It'll fill out the stats, which I didn't go over previously. You can change the stats like so, and it changes them like that. You can bump them up to max. You can lower them to min. You can do random. I have my own algorithm in here, but it's not. I did the best I could to emulate your existing algorithm, but it's definitely not going to be exact by any means. But you could just plug and play your own algorithm, your own image assets, your own artwork, everything into the code, basically into the repository, and it'll be your stuff, right? Instead of like my made up stuff. These templates I made on my own in Photoshop, all of the little pieces I made in my own in Photoshop. Anyways, I'll show you a couple more of these and then move on to the other card types. See? Okay. This is kind of cool. I like this. So if the image is too big for the space, then it'll shrink or it'll crop and mess the image up. So I have this to prevent that. I'm going to attacks. Nothing really else to talk about here, other than just showing you that it works nicely. And then you can add some of those. You can bump them up like that. Lots of damage for that attack. Battle gear, same deal. Everything's in all the existing battle gears are in the database. All of this artwork has been AI upscaled because the image arts that I had to work with were very tiny. And then we've got music. Very proud of the music system. You've got the music notes right here, which populate here. And you can actually randomize those, but each music has the correct music notes on their actual card. And then also you'll see this artwork is not quite perfect, and that's because I had to do some generative fill stuff in Photoshop to create this image so that it could go behind my template. Pretty proud of that. I never explained this stuff right here, but you can just push these little guys and adds the image icons to the ability text, which is very convenient and consistent, right? That's kind of the key here, is consistency. And finally, you have the location template. And again, database is full. Initiative text is the only thing really different here. Otherwise, everything's rotated 90 degrees clockwise. And that's it. I think this is something that your design team would greatly benefit from, and I would love to be a part of that in some capacity. I did go into this project without any coding knowledge whatsoever. I did use Claude to help me build this step by step. I just went back and forth with Claude and on what I needed to add and what I wanted to remove and fix, and here we are. It is built through React components, so it's kind of tiny pieces of code that build together to make this. So I could, any ideas that you guys had or anything down the line that we wanted to do with it, we can easily implement those. I did not show you the download buttons, but this download standard button will download a image just like this with the rounded corners and the proper borders. The download with bleed will download an image that has a bleed area, right, for printing. It'll just extend the border out basically. That's pretty much it. I'd love to hear what you guys think and schedule something where you guys can pick my brain and we can bounce ideas back and forth and figure out how we can implement this. That'll be all. Thanks for your time.